Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Green Egg Girl podcast. If you follow me on X, you're going to see a lot. I jump in and I talk about police and military quite a bit. Heck, you see it on this podcast too, at least as far as military and crazy Americans, men, blah, blah, blah. So I get into it a lot with people because I watch videos and like my number one takeaway is why is the cop out of shape? And then, of course, just the comments just dogpile on me and everybody wants to crap on me. So I'm finally going to discuss it today. Welcome back. All right, so there are way too many videos out there of cops just getting brutalized, blah, blah, blah. One of my favorite ones that I really got into it with some people, there was a very out of shape white cop being attacked by a bunch of black people. And I got roasted in the comments for a little while. It looked like maybe he got hit over the head and knocked to the ground. It actually turned out that I was 100% correct. I felt very vindicated after. So I'm watching this and I watched this cop fall down and just have a hard time getting back up. And my first response is, why is the cop out of shape? Okay. He wasn't like huge or morbidly obese, but he was clearly overweight and not in great shape. The reason I'm big on this, I want police officers to go home every night. I want them home. I want them safe. I want them in one piece, completely unharmed. I firmly believe that your best shot at that is to be in great physical condition. I actually want everyone to be in great physical condition. I work on myself to be in great physical condition. I'm coming from a place of very unhealthy to now 2 years have gone by and I'm so much healthier and I'm like this close to being in peak physical condition. Been a long process. Gonna get there. So I believe everybody should be in great physical condition. I had a whole bunch of people in the comments say, you expect them to be an Olympian, blah, blah, blah. No, not everybody's going to be an Olympian, but I expect that they are in great physical condition. Okay. You should be strong. You should be fit. You should eat healthy across the board. Okay. I'm a Maha bro. I want America healthy. I'm tired of the processed food. I'm tired of all the junk, but especially in a job where you know you're going to be confronted. I want your odds of survival and your odds of making it out of some kind of tussle with anybody to be as high as possible. Once you're home, I want your wife to see you walk through the door in one piece every night of the week. And right now, it's an uphill battle. We got judges release people back out onto the streets that shouldn't be there. Okay, I understand. But ideal world, fit cops. So then, of course, from there, it gets into the whole women in the police department. If you're expecting that of men, then women don't even qualify. You're right. Women don't. I don't think women should be in the police force. Sorry, not sorry. And the men that I've met that want to come up at me in that regard, threaten me in the comments. Actually, like the only men that I get threatened by are the ones that were like, my wife would take you down. She could take out anybody and I could take you out. You wouldn't stand a chance against me. You're right. I wouldn't. And I'm not going to actively go put myself in a position to. Now, if you show up here, you've taken your life into your own hands. Welcome to my battleground. I'll play Welcome to the Jungle. We'll see what happens, okay? But I'm not going to actively go put myself in a position every day to be attacked. That's what you're asking women to do. Why are you asking women to do this? Aren't we supposed to be protecting women, caring for women, wanting the best for women? Yeah, coming up against a bunch of dudes. Yeah, like cops have to deal with the craziest of the crazy. And I'm sorry, cop shows lie to you. However, the internet doesn't. Body cam footage and cam footage from police cars don't lie, thankfully. And that's actually what should be advertised. That's what women should know that they're getting into. It's not what's on TV where there's like some badass woman that can actually go kick a man's ass that's twice her size. Yeah, that's not reality. It's just not. Okay. One of the best comments I think I've seen in a long time was some girl said, my perspective changed I was dating this skinny little guy and we were play wrestling, and he had me pinned to the ground with one hand while tickling me, laughing. And I was using all of my strength and couldn't get him off me. And that made me understand that men are inherently stronger than women. Yeah, men are. Okay. I grew up with a brother. My brother could pin me down and tickle me. That's reality. Okay. We need to go back to facing reality. Women, on the whole, cannot hold their own against men. They are in a position where they're going to be in more danger. It's also a problem because when you send a man and a woman out together, the team's at a disadvantage. So even if the woman herself has backup, he doesn't. He's her backup. She can't back him up, not adequately, not as well as another man could. Okay. So, yes, men should be in good physical condition, eat healthy, and have the best survival rates, and women shouldn't be out there. And every time I turn around, there's yet another video. I just watched one, male female combo. The male gets pinned to the ground, male officer gets pinned to the ground by a suspect. And because there's nothing the woman can do to save her partner other than shoot him, she shoots it. That's not what's best for society either. There are thresholds of escalation of force. The peak physical condition male has higher thresholds for escalation than anyone else, which means the likelihood of the suspect dying goes down. If it's a fat, out of shape dude and he's starting to get pummeled, he's going to have to shoot the guy or tase the guy because he doesn't have another choice. There is not another choice. The peak condition male has a higher threshold, which means he doesn't have to escalate as quickly. The woman, there's like no threshold, guys. So instead of having a second male officer who could have pulled that suspect off of his partner and pinned him to the ground because he had him by his, the guy's dead on the side of the road. Now, you picked a fight with a cop. Good luck. I just stop. That really just needs to end. But at the same time, you're going to come across some crazy people from time to time. It's better for society that the violence doesn't have to escalate to death in 10 seconds. So, all up, all in, guys. Can we please, one, stop lying to ourselves and pretending that women are equally as capable and equally as strong as men? They're not. There's a reason we have women's sports. There's a reason we fight to get the transgender men out of women's sports because it's dangerous for women. So we can acknowledge it in that arena, but we don't want to acknowledge reality when it comes to things like policing and arming a woman on the streets. Come on, guys. 2, officers, I want you to go home to your families every night. Can you please eat healthy, work out daily so that you stand the best possible chance of going home? Because we want you home. We want you home safely. There are so many issues that you're facing out there. There's so many judges who are actively doing the opposite of what is best to make sure you get home from doing your job on the daily. Please do yourself one favor and give yourself the very best of odds. I personally am not going to stop fighting until all of this stuff gets going. It's part of why I have this podcast, part of why I'm writing a book. The just crazy attacking cops phase has got to come to an end. It has got to. But you're less likely to get attacked by a sane person if they don't think that they can take you. So being in great physical condition as a man, you're less likely to be attacked. So please do yourself that favor. And guys, come at me in the comments. I take it on X all day, every day. Don't care, built different. Okay. But we have to start accepting reality because this isn't okay. The escalation to deadly force happens too quickly because we're not in a good position to keep it from happening. I want everyone to go home safe. I don't want to see people die in the streets. I'm not saying it's not justified. I'm just saying there's also things we can do to avoid it. Maybe we should try.